Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sabira, aka Saabythesimmer. I hope you're doing well this Thursday. I feel like this week has gone by so quickly. I can't believe it's Thursday already. It was the last day of my course today, so I literally just finished up the work that I had to do for that. And I had to make myself a to-do list because I was getting overwhelmed, and I hate that feeling of like, I know I got things to do but I don't know exactly what it is I got to do. So I had to make myself a little to-do list, and there's like 4 things on my to-do list today. Complete the modules, voiceover for the speed build. I need to call up the electric for something, and then I also need to like send out some details for some new like artwork for overlays and Twitch banners and things like that. Yeah, so the person who's done my what do you call them, emotes, they wanted to also do some other kind of like artwork for me and my social platforms and things like that, so I've got to get back to them because I totally forgot to do that, so I've got to do that all today. And I'm literally going to get on the call straight after this voiceover because they said that the lines were busy when I called them yesterday, so they said to try between 4 and 6, so we go again. We go again. And yeah, I made myself a little to-do list for tomorrow as well. I've got to update my CVs, add all the details from the courses I've just finished, and I've also got to call up my Wi-Fi because it's been playing up. So yeah, some adulting and some like normal everyday stuff. Well, I say all normal, just everyday stuff really. I'm about to do this for this week. But yeah, it is another speed build today. Again, I did mention on, well, it felt like yesterday, but it was actually Tuesday speed build, that it was another shell. And I've never built like a European style home like this before. I wasn't very familiar with this style. Like, I've seen this build, I've seen buildings like this. I do have a reference image, so I'll put that on the screen right now for you to see what I was all working with. And I did kind of skip the part of me figuring out most of the shell because I struggled with the shape a bit. And from now on, like, if I struggle with the shape a bit, I'm just gonna cut out the parts where I struggle, and then you might just see half the shell already done, or whatever the case may be, just because sometimes it's so tricky. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I get camera shy, but as soon as I start recording, it just feels like it's so much harder to do. But it was quite simple once I realised I wasn't recording, and I think I'm just thinking about the fact that I've got to edit this out, and I've got to do this, I've got to do that, so just, yeah, get in my head a bit. So, try to not do that. But I think most of it is base game, I'm pretty sure most of the shell was base game, if not everything. And I can't remember what other packs I've used. I think maybe cats and dogs and something else. I actually don't remember what packs it was. But it is 3 bedrooms, and there are 2 bathrooms. There's, like, this... At the front of the house, there's like a room that's kind of just like filled up with windows, right, on the right side. And that could easily be another bedroom. But I was thinking maybe it could be like they have 2 maybe living spaces. So maybe they have like the diner space, the living space that's a bit more, I wouldn't say even formal, probably a bit more formal actually. And then the one on the right with all the windows around it is a bit more relaxed. And then behind the room on the right as well, there is a spare room there. So that's why I would say maybe 4 rooms. You could probably fit 4 or 5 rooms. Like if you didn't want 2 living spaces, or if you wanted to like make a separate dining spot, whatever the case may be, then you can do whatever you want with this shell basically. I think the window box, the flower boxes I used was University. So I think Cats and Dogs Discover University. I'm pretty sure I was used Cottage Living for like 1 item. I can't remember now. I feel like there was a lot of 1 item pack related stuff in this build because I just wanted like little details for the build. I wanted it to feel cute and kind of like small and cozy. It is on a 20x15 lot as well, so I do feel like it is a very cozy home, and I'm quite surprised by the size of it. Like I would have thought 20x15 lot you're not going to get much on there, but I think it's a really decent size. We've got a bit of landscaping. You even got a side like entrance to the garden, which I think was cute. You got space outside to like sit and do stuff. If you wanted to put the monkey bars out there, or maybe the swing, you probably could. You might want to get rid of the fence maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I kept the landscaping very simple, very minimal, because it was the same in the build that I used as reference. And I was also just like, I'm trying to switch up my landscaping a bit. You might be like, Sabrina, you use this stuff all the time, but I'm trying to switch up a little bit. I don't know what other landscaping things to use. I get in my like head and I get used to things and I just keep going for it. But if you have any tips as to like different landscaping ways, or different ways to do landscaping, do let me know, because I'm open to hear it. I'm open to learn and to listen. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about the build, to be fair. I was quite pleased with the way it turned out. Like, it's really cute and cozy, like I said. Like, it feels, it's not super expensive, but it's like 39k, so I think it's quite affordable for maybe not even a starter family, but maybe if you started with a family and they wanted to build up a little bit of money before they moved, and this was like a home that they moved in before they kind of maybe have that like final forever home essentially. Oh, and get together for the drain pipe things. I love those, and especially on a build like this, like a build that is like European kind of inspired or influenced, however it is. I feel like the drain pipes are necessary because, you know, you want to see that on builds. And the roofing on this little diagonal piece got me so much, because I knew I've been able to do this before. I know I've been able to do this before, and I couldn't remember what roof pieces I used to be able to do this. And then I remembered, like, after, guys, I cut out so many attempts of me going back using different roof pieces, using diagonal different roof piece. Like, I was struggling so much, and then it came to me. I was like, wait, I know what piece to use. I can't remember what it was called, if it's like the half hipped. I can't remember what it is, or the half gabled. I don't remember the roof names at all. But basically, I got there in the end, and I'm happy with the way it turned out, because it's like nice and seamless and cute, and it's just all neat. That's what I wanted. Like, it was bugging me so much, because I was like, it just doesn't feel neat. It doesn't feel like the way I want it to feel, and I also was like, it doesn't look the same as the image, and I wasn't like going exactly the same as the image, but I wanted some similarities, you know. I also used that free holiday pack picnic table that goes outside as well. That goes outside. There's got like cushions on the seats, which is really cute. I did play test it to make sure that they could scoot at least to the other side, because it's quite close to like the window awning thing. I think it's called an awning. I don't remember. We have some like Seasons bits outside. I love these sofas from Seasons. I really want some more sofas in the game that are just like neutral, normal sofas that you get in like your normal everyday home. Like, I want an IKEA kind of pack. I kind of think we got that anyway with Dream Home Decorator, but I want something that just feels very simple, very basic. Definitely more sectional sofas, definitely. I think I keep in all the bathrooms for this build, because it obviously is a small build and it's only 2 bathrooms, so I think I keep both bathrooms in, I think. Is there a half bathroom? I can't remember. No, I don't think there is. I think there's only 1 bathroom upstairs and 1 bathroom downstairs, I believe. I could be so wrong, and they could be both upstairs, but I can't tell from this angle. And I was struggling so much with the curtains, but I thought if you can look past the fact that the curtains are clipping into each other, then go ahead. But it was bugging me, but I got there in the end. I did get there in the end. But yeah, this room, it could be a second living space, it could maybe a dining space. I think the way the floor plan was set out is like you have your living on the left side, and then the dining was meant to be that room at the back. But trying to get it all to connect, like I kind of put the kitchen in the middle. So I could put doorways in between the kitchen and kind of like the room on the left and the room on the right to kind of make it seem like you'd walk through. But I decided to just switch up the floor plan slightly. So the kitchen doesn't connect to that dining space on the right that's originally in the floor plan. But I made it so that you have a dining space on the left. It's probably confusing to hear, but if you download this build, you'll see what I'm talking about. And if you do download my builds, and if you ever use them, do let me know and like send me screenshots and stuff. I'd love to see your Sims in my builds. That'd be so cool. But yes, not much in this build because it's just a shell. So I did a very basic, simple kitchen. I struggled so much with curtains. Like, we need so much more curtains in the game. And the lighting issue, I don't know what that was about. It kept getting dark in certain spots. It was so annoying. But yeah, it's a very like basic kind of interior in the terms of like, this is like an old home is what I should have said. Not basic, but like, I would say it's an old home for sure. But yeah, screenshots are going to come up. And if you do want this build, it is up in the gallery. As always, my gallery ID is Saabythesimmer. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. See you soon, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.